Who do you think came first, chicken or an egg? I think an egg first. But how can there be an egg without a chicken first? Well, how can there be a chicken without an egg first?
Interesting.
Is everything alright with her? She hasn't really said anything during this discussion. She's just been quiet. She's just shy. Give her time.
What did you just say? Don't you dare call me like that.
I'm just observing your conversation and analyzing everything before saying something out loud, because your silly chicken and egg discussion is pointless. I only say something when I have something worthy of saying, and in general, my social battery just ended. I want to go home, I don't have energy for this. I am not shy, I'm an introvert. Have you never heard about us? I am sick of other people labeling us introverts as shy people. It is totally not the same thing. If I'd get €1 every time when someone confused me as a shy person because of me being an introvert, I'd be a millionaire by now. I'd be living in some very nice house somewhere in Miami with my jacuzzi, and just life will be amazing. Let's just clear this out. An introvert is someone who gets tired of being with other people. They just need to recharge their social battery once in a while. And a shy person is someone who doesn't necessarily need alone time. They are just shy of speaking out. Do you see the difference there? Being an introvert is definitely not easy in this world. People think we're shy, rude, not interested, weird, or whatever else, whereas we're just being introverts. And not only that, other people give us hard time to be an introvert. Being an introvert on its own can be really exhausting at times. We need our alone time away from other people to recharge, to then be social butterflies again, until we need to be plugged into a charger again. And that is hard to explain to people who don't understand it, who need to be socializing with other people 24/7. We need to pull back from socializing once in a while, and we enjoy our company oddly much. And for friends and family, this can be hard to understand, which is exhausting. We usually need a bit more time to feel fully comfortable around other people, which other people again mistake for shyness. In a world of networking and small talk, we are definitely not in our element. We hate small talk. Not because we're shy, but because we prefer deep and meaningful discussions over some surface small talk. We are not fond of teamwork because we get the best ideas when we're alone. And at work or school, others can mistake us for boring or not interested team member. And this list could go on and on. I will end it here. You can continue it in the comments if you wish. But one more thing I still want to mention, which is probably the hardest thing about being an introvert, and I think that every introvert has gone through this at least at some point of their life, and that is that every introvert has wanted to be an extrovert. Accepting yourself as an introvert is probably one of the hardest challenges to overcome as an introvert, because it just seems so much shinier to be an extrovert. Life just seems so much easier for them. But being an introvert is also cool for so many reasons. First of all, the fact that you as an introvert enjoy your own alone time so much is super cool. It doesn't come so easy for extroverts. And the fact that you can face problems and resolve any issues in your life on your own without consulting every person you know is super powerful. Introverts are also super reflective and self-aware, and actually introverts are great communicators, even though you wouldn't think so. You see, introverts are extremely good at observing and listening, and we notice even the slightest changes in a body language. This makes us introverts to feel the other person and actually hear what are they saying. We are also blessed with true friends because we don't spread ourselves too thin for everyone, and instead we focus only on few quality friends with who we have deep and meaningful connections. And fun fact that will for sure lift your self-esteem as an introvert is that the world's greatest innovators, writers, and artists are actually introverts. That's because we introverts express ourselves creatively through our work. For example, I'm doing these YouTube videos and I'm definitely putting my creativity in here. We spend a lot of time inside of our heads We almost like live there. And logically, head is the place where the ideas come from. According to Google, we are also wise and intelligent. And we also make great leaders because of our people skills. According to research that I will link in the description below, we are better bosses than extroverts. This is not a competition though, and I didn't make that research. But basically what that research found is that introverted leaders were better at making their team to perform because they were encouraging the team, whereas extroverted leaders were more focused on personal glory. Again, I didn't do that research. And in general, what does it matter if someone is shy or not? Why is being a shy or an introvert almost like a taboo? Basically, the thing that differentiates an introvert from an extrovert is that introverts just need a bit more time recharging. They like to spend time alone and they need to sometimes pull away from socializing to then be amazing again. And I feel like introverts also have a bit deeper approach to life as well, which is a great thing about being an introvert in my opinion. And of course, it took me some time to accept myself as an introvert, but once I did, it made me a much more happier and resourceful person as well, because I stopped trying to be someone I'm not. I used to feel so uncomfortable when I sat around a table with other people, and if they were talking and I would have not said a word in a few minutes, I remember I felt so uncomfortable and like almost my cheek were red, and I always had this same tape in my head repeating that I have to say something, I need to participate in the discussion, this is so awkward, I need to say something. Whereas now, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if I sit quiet for a few minutes around the table when other people are having discussion. I don't care. I sit there, I chill, I'm listening to other people. I don't care if I haven't said anything for a few minutes, because I simply don't have anything worth of saying. If I have something to say, I then say. And once I came on this level that I can just sit with new people or the people I already know, I don't care, I can sit with them and be quiet if I have nothing to say, and I feel freaking comfortable about it. Maybe the other person might be not so comfortable, but I'm comfortable. And this is something I find so freaking cool about being an introvert. Probably the only thing that still bothers me about being an introvert and might sometimes trigger me a bit is how misunderstood we are. We are not shy, we're just observant with a limited battery life. There is such a big misunderstanding that we don't like other people. We actually enjoy socializing, but only if our social battery is charged. And how long does that battery last and how long does it take to charge? Well, that depends on each introvert individually. Not only that introverts are often misunderstood, I've also noticed that the definition of an extrovert is sometimes mixed up. So let's clear that up. Best and the quickest way, in my opinion, to identify whether you're an extrovert or an introvert is to take a note on how do you face problems in your life. If you try to seek for answers and solutions from inside and you're perfectly fine spending time alone, you're most likely an introvert. Whereas if you're having an issue or a problem, you consult about it almost every person you know, and you are easily bored when alone, you need other people around you, you need to socialize, you're most likely an extrovert. But the thing, whether you're a social butterfly or a mouse in a corner, has nothing to do with whether you're an extrovert or an introvert. If you happen to meet an introvert whose social battery has been just charged, you might not even believe that they are introvert. And the differences between introverts and also extroverts are huge. Some people are more introverted than others. And in most cases, most of the people fall somewhere in between, leaning a bit more towards one of the sides. To find success as an introvert, one of the first things you need to hear is that you don't need to become as an extrovert. You need to accept yourself as an introvert, because that's when you get to tap into your strengths. Stop looking at the extroverts and how cool they are, and embrace the power of being an introvert. As an introvert, you need to take good care of your social battery and prioritize its charging, and embrace the strengths that introvertedness has given you, such as being good with empathy, being observant and deep, being a good listener, and many other strengths that come with being an introvert. Tap into your inner world to come up with great ideas. And most importantly, don't think that you can do or become someone because of introvertedness. Introverts have definitely had a very bad branding. We are great and we can do great things. We just need to recharge once in a while.